Hello friends, this side Saurabh Srivastava. I need to explain each and every topic about CCSA, CCSE and CCSM step by step. So today I pick one topic is a very important topic for checkpoint those who need to be make a future in firewall checkpoint firewall, because in our industry environment most of the places checkpoint is mostly used. So we are going to be start this very important topic, secure internal communication, SIC. As you see the name, secure internal communication. Secure means when we are going to be communicate two checkpoint devices, one is a gateway, one is a management server, then this point is very important because internal communication must be secure. They are going to be transfer policies, they are going to be transfer each and every things in between the gateway and management server. So that's why this SIC in terms of security is very important. So I'm going to be explain each and every topic about this SIC. So my first slide is related to method. Checkpoint platform and product authenticate each other through one of these secure internal communication method. First one is the certificates. Second one is a standard based TLS for creation of secure channel. Third one is a 3DES or AES 128 for encryption. So as you can see, these three methods we are using for SIC. Certificate is basically when we have, suppose we have one gateway and one we have SMS, secure management server. If you are going to be communicate these two devices, must be connected via a link. It's a fiber, it's Ethernet, whatever, doesn't matter. But they must be communicate, they must be connect via one link. We must be have two IPs over this point and over this point as well, IP1 and IP2. So they must be communicate to each other. So for the specific SIC, secure internal communication, they have the certificate to share for authentication. Second part is for standard based TLS for creation of secure channel. They make a secure channel in between them to share the information, and that part whatever are going to be shared, it must be encrypted in between them. So we are using one encryption policy, AES 128 as well. Yes, as you can see, we have one note because nowadays we are using R81.10 nowadays, but we have, it's not exactly existing nowadays R71. It means we higher the version from R71, we are using AES 128, and before R71 the security gateway use 3DES. So nowadays we are using AES 128 for encryption. Certificate for authentication. Second step for secure the channel, and third step secure the data, encrypt. So these three things we are using for SIC. So very important thing for definition is for SIC is important for those who are going to be for interview. If someone asks what is SIC, can you please explain, can you please define this SIC? So you can say like this: SIC creates trusted communication, trusted connection communication, they're both the same thing, between security gateway management server and the other checkpoint component. It's anything, it doesn't matter, it's gateway management server, it's multiple devices we are using in checkpoint. So it's basically trust is required to install policy on security gateway and to send the log between the security management server and security gateway, because we have why we are using security management server, why we are using gateway. Basically, in I'm not explaining right now three-tier architecture for this checkpoint. I will explain later. I'll make a video for that as well. But if we have three-tier architecture, and the most used infrastructure in nowadays, we have SMS, security management server, second is a gateway, and third one is smart console. This is a three-tier architecture. So if we are going to be communicate these two devices, they must be secure channel. They must be, because if I'm going to be push something from here to gateway, then it must be secure. So we are using this SIC concept to be create a trusted connection between them. So it's very important for communication in between the channels. So how they are initializing trust? It's very important. To establish the initial trust, a secure gateway and secure management server use one-time password. This is called SIC. It's basically SIC password, SIC authentication password. We are using SIC authentication password. During the either installation, we must be have, if we forget that one or we need to be reset, so we must be have the process. That process I already explained one video. I'll show you the link for that video as well with you, to know how to reset SIC password and how to establish communication between the gateway and security management server via this SIC authentication password. So it's very important. This password is very important to communicate the trusted communication. And make a note. This is very important. Make a note. If we need to be make a connection in between this gateway and management server, the clock must be synced in the same time. When you're going to be install new firewall, new gateway, you must be take a one same clock or synchronization or whatever NPS you have in your organization. That is must be the same. That is very important. So now I'm going to tell you SIC status, because when we are going to be communicate, when both the devices, they can show us three specific message. They are showing us three specific message, just like when we just start the just putting that SIC authentication password over the SMS security management server to add a specific gateway. So that time we receive three type of message. One is a communicating, and the second is a unknown, and third is a non-communicating. These message shows us the actual status of the connection between them. First one, as you can see, communicating. It means everything is successful. We are happy. No issue. But when we receive unknown and communicating, it means there is some problem. We are not happy in these two cases. So first one, unknown, it means if we receive this specific message, it means there is a communication in between the gateway and the SMS. There is a link must be broken. It's connection between them is not established. Then we can get this unknown message. Second one is not communicating. It means the SIC password what I am going to be put over the SMS seems to be wrong. Maybe wrong, maybe some different issues. It's maybe there is some firewall or ACL in between the gateway and SMS. Multiple things. So we must be know about these 3 point. I'll make one more video to explain as well as to show you each and everything very detailed all these topics. So after this we have point the ports which we are using, because when we are going to be establish a connection between the gateway and server, we have multiple network devices in between them. Sometime we have multiple, sometime we don't have, doesn't matter, but if we have, then must be allowed these ports in between the gateway and SMS. If they are not allowed, some ports are suppose we have the ACL and we have allowed only few ports, it means rest are denied. So the establish is not done. So we must be have all these ports allowed in between gateway and security management server. All ports having their own characteristics, own features, just like a 18209, 18210, 18211, 18191, 18192. These ports are very important. We have multiple ports required to different features in a checkpoint, but I'm not going to telling about each and every things about each and every port about the checkpoint. We are talking about only these ports which we are using for SIC. Sorry. So these are very important ports, and every ports have a own explanation very detail wise, but I am going to explain you little bit over here, which is used just like a 18209 is used for the revoke the authentication, CA. It's for certificate, for status to issue and revoke, and 18210 is used for the pull the certificate from the CA. CA is basically inside the security management server. It's not a public domain. It's a inside this. When we are going to install security management server, the one features it's combined already in the security management server is that is a ICA, Internet Security Authenticator. So 18211 is same as, it's all about the all these three about the certificate. Last two 18191 and 18192 is basically for policy installation and get the topology. Topology is just like a how many ports we are using in the gateway, what the topology we are using in the gateway, what the routing, what exactly configuration in the gateway we have. So everything must be fetched from the gateway to security management server, because we are using centralized management. So this way we can know about each and everything about the port. So you can see my last slide, and this is management server, and over here we have management server, we have the gateway. You can see 18264, one more port we are using, adding this one port for logging. This port is for using for logging, VPN certificate fetch. It's for VPN. The CPD SIC policy installation 18192, just like I show you. 18192 is for SIC policy instant get topology, and 18211 is for SIC push. So it's basically all about ports. We have complete detail about these ports. I'll let you know in future further detail in further videos, because I'm not creating one single video. I'm going to be create step by step for CCSA, CCSE, CCSM. So it's very thankful for everyone to watching my video, and I hope it's very helpful for you to understand SIC, understand what is exactly how they are using for you in between, and how they are going to be communicate in between them. And I will show you I'll give you the link as well, in which I'm already explained how we can reset the SIC, how we can communicate between the gateway and between the secure mail server via SIC. So thank you very much watching my video.